Welcome to a Healing Peace podcast. My name is Kimir Baker. I am an overcomer, writer, speaker, and God enthusiast. I am fueled by helping women achieve their emotional healing so that they can live the abundant life God has for them. In this podcast series, we provide faith-based inspiration to mend from emotional hurt, along with tools and tips for emotional wellness. In your journey, as you apply these tools and tips, you will begin to live the transformed life that you always desired. In fact, you will possess a new you. Glad you returned. Did you like the first part of me being interviewed by Keisha Simone? If you're just joining, please go back and listen to the previous episode. We talked about 2 of the 4 principles that can be applied to any situation. Now, we pick up the interview with me as we discuss the remaining 2 principles for emotional wellness. After you listen, and if you have not done so already, please subscribe to our channel and leave us a review. By taking time to complete these small actions, you allow us to reach more people. Enjoy the second part of the interview.
Come back. Yes. Welcome back. You deserve a smile. I love that song, boss. I don't know who produced that, but that's amazing. That sounds like something you produced because it's so classy, but it's powerful without overkill.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because like some producers will kill you with the lyrics or kill you with the, you know what I'm saying? It's smooth. I'm not saying that because that's my boss man, but I've heard a lot of music he's produced, and it's just like that, catch you and keep you instead of that get your attention and just
like
lose
the talent.
you. Yes, definitely. And he's been doing it for years. Him and his wife are an amazing team. But back to, we have Miss Kimir Baker in the building, you guys. I'm so honored to have her back on the show, and she will be back, y'all. She coming back. She's part of the family, so she can't leave us too long. Now, you guys, today we're talking about basically, I would say, just getting to know yourself on a different level.
Yeah.
Is that what safe to say, Miss Baker?
Yeah, because you want your new year to be a year of vibrance.
Yes.
Yeah.
And we want to get into these principles.
Yes.
Can we get into those?
Yes.
Okay.
So we've talked about 2 so far. The first one was transformation prayer.
Right.
Actually, we did it out of order. But the first one in the 4 principles is the transformation prayer.
Okay.
And that is being able just to have a conversation with God, working through your disappointments, seeing where you've come from, and connecting with Him on a different level.
Okay.
Right. Okay. The second one in the 4 principles is finding the truth. Your emotions are not fact checkers. That is so tough to say. But anyways, so that's the second principle. And again, these 2 applies to everything that you do in terms of just being a human being.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And then the third principle is be your best cheerleader.
Ooh, yes.
And this principle deals with self-care. It deals with learning who you are. Because we talked about, God's gifts, they never change. They're always with you. Just because things don't work out,
right?
That's still what He gave you to be and do.
Be your best cheerleader. I love that.
Yeah, and so one of the things that I encourage people to do, which most people don't do because it's work, and people don't like to do work, is what I call I am statements. And in those I am statements, like for me, it took me a long time to find my I am statements and believe them. Okay. And my I am statements are, I'm beautiful.
Oh, I love it.
I'm intelligent.
Yes.
I'm loved.
Yes.
And those were the 3. And those 3, they're hard to admit to at times. Yeah. Because everything else is telling you, oh, no.
It's funny that you say that because those are my affirmations. Yes. One thing, Miss Jones, my boss man's wife, she really, really helped me so much in 2019 deal with that because she said, you don't give yourself enough props.
Exactly.
And I'm like, huh? I've always been confident. I've always this. She said, yes. She said, but you'll glorify somebody else. But Keisha Simone, you're amazing. And it's just like, I think you forget it sometimes. Yeah. And I'm like, do I?
For real.
I'm always trying to upgrade and elevate. I never really focus on This girl, you good, you know. And so I did the list, and even T. Jones back in 2017 2018 when I first started the station. At the end of the year, he was like, "You need to put affirmations on mirrors." And that's what I read every morning. So it's funny you say that. Very good point.
And when you're doing that, you being your best cheerleader.
Yes, because you're telling it and you're feeding your mind. I love it.
Yes, and you're connecting with who you are as an individual. You're connecting with who you are as God created you to be, and not what society has told you to be.
Right.
Yeah. And so, again, most people don't do it because it's difficult for them to find the good in themselves.
That's true.
Because it's very easy to find,
especially if that's all you hear.
Exactly.
If you're continuing to hear that, that's what you feel.
And that's why the people that I've worked with, the women that I've counseled and encouraged, I'd say about 10% actually do this assignment.
Only 10%?
Yes. It's very small.
That's like 10 out of 100.
Yes. It's very small because it requires you to shift how you perceive and think of yourself.
It also requires you to think.
Yeah.
We don't like thinking too much.
No.
Because that's one of them negative attitudes. And
exactly.
You get to remembering stuff.
Because again, it's easier to blame somebody.
Drop the mic.
Right? It is.
Drop the mic.
It's easier to fuel that than
blame somebody to face the fact.
Yeah, than to fuel the good that's in you and to produce more good.
Okay.
Because when you're fueled with the other stuff, you're producing more crazy.
Cray.
Right.
Yes.
That's just the reality of it.
Yeah.
But if you're walking around and you say, "Hey, I'm beautiful.
I got this."
Right. Oh, I'm intelligent.
I'm smart. I'm strong.
Oh, I'm loved.
You know what? You just bringing so much. I ain't got to all the stuff, y'all. I'm gonna get to y'all questions. I promise. That means you did. Girl, we got 20 minutes. When you said a comment that stuck with me the last time, I should have wrote it down. You were talking about basically what you used to tell yourself even when you got outside and you felt bad. Could you go back over that and tell why did you come to that? It's something you said.
I was talking about meditating on God's truth.
Yes. Yeah. We were talking about the meditation because I was just like, I don't even know how to meditate. Yeah. But I'm so focused on my strength and rebuilding my character is the stage that I'm in my life at this point. And a lot of people don't understand that, but you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and in that previous interview, because you were asking me, how were you able to get to that next place in your journey?
Yes.
And how were you able to connect with God?
Yes.
And I was like, some people do it differently. They may paint, they may go outside. And for me, I needed to have his word and repeat it over and over. Like those scriptures about being wonderfully made.
Yes.
Those scriptures that, his love continues and they're new every morning.
Give me a scripture.
I think it's Lamentations 3:16. I think that's it. Where his love is new every morning. Like, even though I may feel like crap, even though life has been beating me up, like his love is still there. And it doesn't cease because of what is going on around you. And so I needed to meditate on that because I didn't feel loved.
Yeah.
I felt like dirt.
Right.
And so I needed to know that someone else loved me in a good way.
Yes.
A healthy way.
Sincere love.
Yeah.
Yeah, not just love because they may get something out of you.
Right. And so I had to repeat those scriptures and been wonderfully made. I think that's Psalm 139, something like that. And just even recently in my own life, yesterday I spent time with God and he gave me my theme scriptures for the year. And in those theme scriptures, it talked about continually to seek his face.
I love it.
It talked about that he's with me, that I don't have to give into fear. Like he's going to walk me through where my enemies are trying to attack me. And
woo! Say that again.
He's going to walk me through when the enemies are trying to attack me.
I love it.
And I believe that's Psalm 27 because I just did it yesterday.
Okay.
And so those are the things where, again, you have to infuse, and that's where that truth is coming in. You have to replace that old truth with good truth.
Yes.
And we all know that even though people argue about the Bible, but at the end of the day, the Bible don't change.
It sure don't.
So
God don't change. He's saying what my girl to say yesterday, today, and forevermore, I believe.
Yeah, so you will always be able to find those scriptures. You can always go back to those things to reiterate and breathe life into yourself.
Yeah. Yes.
It doesn't change.
I love it. I love it. And you know, one thing that I love about it is that when you're giving these scriptures, they can always go, because I just looked up Psalms 27 and I was just looking, and that was the first thing came up. The Lord is my light and my salvation. And sometimes you get so in a dark place, because I know in this industry, it's very tough.
Don't I know?
You know, and I know you and I both know, and a lot of people that are trying to get into the industry, I let them know you got to have thick skin.
Yeah, you do.
And I give tests. When I do the workshop, I'll talk to them crazy. They'll come early and think that it's just in it, and I'll make them run. You know what I'm saying? Not make, but I'll be like, well, let's just go run. Let's go jog. And they're like, but I'm here for an acting course.
Right.
I just see where your head is.
Right.
Because when you're dedicated, you're dedicated.
Right.
Now, if I say go hop on one leg, you got to have some standards for yourself. Okay, Keisha Smart, I didn't come for this.
Right.
That's what I'm looking for. I'm not expecting you to go hop on one leg.
Yeah.
But those tests are so weird because this industry is weird.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, because in my youth, I wanted to be a producer, like T-Bone there. And
you would have been a good one because you're strict and you're very stern.
Well, yeah, but the industry is not necessarily a God industry.
True.
And I had prayed. I was like, God, if I'm going to lose my mind. Because, you know, I wrestled through addictions.
Right.
And I was like, if I'm gonna be in a situation where I'm going to end up in more darkness, shut it down. And he did. And he did, because I was promoting a young artist, and I was so excited. I was sending out their stuff, but this artist had one song that I said, don't play. It was one song that went against my own conscience because how I talked about God, and I knew it wasn't truth. And I was like, don't play this song. All the other songs on there are great. Play the other ones. And I remember the first radio station I got to play that song or play her records. They played
that song,
and I said, dang it. And so that was it. That ended my career. Because I was like, well, first of all, you knew you weren't supposed to be promoting anyways. Right? But you thought you could kind of go around it.
Yeah, you try to adjust what you think can work it out.
You massage it. but at the end of the day, I had no control.
Yeah.
I can't control the other person.
Yeah, you can only control yourself.
Yeah. And I was like, okay, God, you showed me.
But that goes back to what you were saying too in the last interview. And you guys, if you didn't hear our last interview, please go back. I'll share the dates and things of that nature online, but please go back. When it says, make sure that you remember you said, make sure your walk is right. And then that other one, don't focus on...
A much better memory than I do.
I do. I like when stuff sticks with me because I focus on that. Because when you're looking in your lane and you're straightening your car and you're doing things, you're not paying attention to them. And that's one thing that a lot of people got to do. Stay in your lane.
Yeah. Yeah. and that was actually the fourth principle.
Hey, I don't even know. Y'all have not read any of these principles. Let me say that. Yeah. I have not read anything. She hasn't shared anything. Yeah. This is just confirmation and God is real.
Yeah. And in the fourth principle, you're like, how's that connect? I'm going to tell you. Okay. It's discover your purpose.
Discover your purpose. Okay.
Right. And it's finding out things that you love to do, what comes easily to you. And do something once or twice a year, once or twice a month where you're doing that. And you're going to feel more fulfilled. You're going to be more excited.
Like he said, he worked the day after Christmas, but he's doing what he loves. Right. So it was nothing.
Right. And why that's key and how that relates to the previous one is that when you're doing your purpose, you're not fixated on someone else's.
Hello.
Right.
Hello.
And you're staying in your lane. And you're not comparing to the other person. Because you're figuring out what you enjoy and you're going after it.
That's right.
And when you do that, God's going to bring the right people to you.
That's right. That's right. That is so true.
Yeah. So those are the four principles that you can apply in anything in your life, and especially in this new season, because what happens, we come in and we have these grandiose ideas of what we want to do and what we want to be.
Yeah.
And we do it every year.
That's why I don't even look at, it's 2020. I started last year.
Yeah.
You got to do it every day because after 2020, then what? You going to stop?
Yeah. And then what happens is because you're not getting the results, you eventually do stop.
You do.
But if you put these four principles in practice, sometimes you're going to be good. Sometimes you're not going to do well. It varies.
Right.
But when you walk through and you keep doing it, you're going to see change. You're going to see a happier you.
Yep. You're going to see progress.
Yes. And you're going to enjoy life again.
Yes.
And you're not just consumed with trying to survive.
Mm-hmm. You're going to have to start living. Because, a lot of people die. Well, not a lot. Everybody going to die.
Right.
But nobody really acknowledges the living part.
Exactly. Because we're in survival mode.
Yeah. Because we think, I'm alive, I'm breathing, I'm living.
Yeah.
No, you just existed.
Yeah. But, God did give us a life of good things. And sometimes we misconstrue that in our freedom. what those things should be.
Right. But I agree.
Yes.
I definitely agree.
Yeah. And then we end up doing things that cause us more harm.
Or we get mad at somebody else because they're living and I'm not.
Right.
And that's where the not being in the lane, because I've had that come to me several different times from several different ways.
Yes.
Well, you shouldn't be doing that because wait a minute, what you doing?
Right. Exactly.
How you handling what you doing?
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
How do you handle that?
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be the person to go off.
Exactly.
But you got to remember my emotional state. I'm a crybaby.
Yeah. Well, we all are emotional, especially for women.
Some women can be hard. I'm like, I ain't got there yet.
Yeah. I'm not hard.
I'm strong.
Yeah.
But I'm very tender I'm very emotional. But I'm working on it because, again, when I got that word and I was like, I never thought about it until just wine the whole day. I was like, is this what people feel like? Oh my God, that is annoying.
Yeah, it's exhausting, as you stated previously.
Yes. It gets to the point to where you don't even want to be around that person. And I don't want to feel like that, but we definitely want to get, so those are the 4 principles?
Yes, and on my website, ahealingpeace.com.
Yes.
They are listed.
Okay.
In the therapeutic section, go under there and you'll see the 4 principles. And what I've done with the 4 principles, because again, it's not just to talk about them, it's to start putting things into practice.
Okay.
And so each 4 principle has 4 challenges for you to do and implement in your own life that will keep you embedded in these principles and living them out.
Gotcha.
Instead of you just thinking about it. So we try to provide some practical, like how is this tangible? How will this work long term? So that's what the website will do and give you those challenges. And I always encourage people to do it, and you will see the progression.
Okay. So these principles and these, you guys, this is 2020. It's all about opening your mind, fulfilling your purpose, going after your dream, and just keep driving. Yeah. You know what I mean? That was my thing that I talk about live, because I try to go on at least once a week and give motivating words, because a lot of people are like, oh my God, just to hear you talk, it does that. But I gained from
sure.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
This is just not just Keisha Simone, because I need it too.
Right.
I come in here, they don't see it, but T. Jones, Miss John, hey, I'm human. Exactly. I need it sometime.
And that's where the 4 principles came from.
Yes.
These are areas in my life where I knew that once I started doing these things, I saw change.
I love it. Now, you guys, I'm going to go over these principles again, because you guys, next week, I'm going to ask questions in regards to giveaways, because we want to make sure that you guys understand. And please take what you can, do it. It is not a time frame.
Nope, not at all.
That's my next point. People think that if they don't get it right then, that they can't.
Right. And I appreciate you bringing that up.
Yes. Please elaborate on that.
Yeah, that's very valid. And it's, again, we're human. We're going to make mistakes. Some days are good days. Some days is not good days.
Right.
But at the end of the day, this is a journey.
Right.
And you're still living.
Right.
And so you're going to continue to get up and keep walking. It's a continual journey.
And it's a pace.
Yes.
Everybody wants to be on the fast pace. Like the turtle. What's that race? The turtle and the tortoise? Tortoise and the hare. Yeah. Yes. Where is the turtle from? When I'm a turtle. It is a turtle. Yeah. Okay. Thank you, boss.
Yeah. And that's what I was saying before in my own journey. These are years. These are decades.
To get to that point.
Yeah. And I didn't just wake up and say, oh, I'm out, and it's over.
See, I think that's what the lady misunderstood.
Yes.
Because when we were talking, of course, with an hour interview, it does go by fast, but we wanted to make sure they got the information and how to handle it now versus the entire process. Yeah, like you're doing now.
Yeah, I'm giving you what worked.
I didn't even know. I didn't think about it either.
Yeah, and even in the interview, because I know sometimes my mic wasn't, kind of connected. So there's certain things that she probably couldn't have heard. But my healing journey, which continues.
Yes.
I mean, I was 7. Yeah. And I'm in my 40s.
Right.
I had my breakdown when I was 20.
Yes.
My first round of therapy in my 30s. So there's time.
Was definitely not overnight.
Yes. And I think what happens, because you say that, you're like, I don't want to be doing this for 20 years. You're right. That's why I'm trying to give you some tools and tips so that you can stay on your journey and you can have results and you can keep ticking and you can keep healing and you can keep growing.
Right. And that makes sense, because even if they don't want to do it for 20 years, if they don't get out of it, they're going to be doing it for life.
Yeah.
Because at least we were at the point where we could say
no more.
Yeah. But I think because of the anger and the things that she's going through now, and I don't know where she's at with it, but I did give her your information. So hopefully, I pray she reaches out to you.
Yeah,
because
please
this
do.
Is deep.
Please do.
She shared a lot in a short period of time, and then it was just like everything I said, it was wrong.
Yeah.
And I get it, because I've been at that stage. Somebody tried to help me, and I just wasn't ready.
Right.
I wasn't ready.
But not only that, again, you're only getting a third of my journey.
Right.
You're not even getting a third. You're getting like a quarter. You're getting all the good stuff.
Getting about 15, 20 cents.
Right. And so I will, if you're listening again, if you came back, please contact me.
Please contact her.
Because there's so much more.
And it's confidential.
Yeah.
It's confidential. Let me say that first and foremost, because the name is wrong. Everything is private. I get it. I'm Keisha Simone. I'm not a counselor. But it's confidential.
Yeah.
Miss Baker will keep your information. She won't even share it with me. That's not my business or my concern. I mean, it's my concern, but it's not my business. And please know that, because you got to trust somebody.
Yeah. And in that, please note as well, you can still be anonymous. I'm just going to encourage your spirit.
That's good.
That's all I want to do is encourage your spirit.
So if they call block, they can call your business line?
Yeah, I mean.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And
well, definitely reach out to the website. Send her an email.
Yeah.
You can make a, whatever email.
You can
and
create a
go
new
from
email
there.
account.
Right.
That's not legit. And then just send me from an email, and I will definitely respond.
I'm going to send her this information directly again, because I sent her a picture of the card. I'm going to send it to her. Just make it real. You know, because I think sometimes people think we're so busy and, she's just saying that. She don't mean that.
Yeah.
But this is for real, you guys. We reach out to help. We reach out to really be there. And I'm so glad this opened up the 2020 because this was needed. Yeah. I have so many more questions too, but as we can tell, our time is up. But let me go over these 4 principles again, because y'all, these are really strongly on my heart. Just transformation prayer. That was the first one. The second one is find the truth. The third one is be your best cheerleader. And the fourth one is discover your purpose.
Yep.
I think that's going to be my giveaway. Discovering your purpose. What is the 4th principle in the 4 of 2020? I'm going to call them the 4 of 2020. Can I call them that?
Yeah, go for it.
Yes, the 4 of 2020, the principles. What is the 4th one? Discover your purpose. I'm putting that on Facebook. I'm probably put it on there tomorrow, Sunday. So they can go to church, get a word, and get this in. First Sunday of the year. But you guys, this has been an amazing interview. Miss Baker, tell them where they can find you.
Again, healingpeace.com.
Love it.
I'm on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. And we podcast.
Oh, yes.
Listen to A Healing Peace.
Healing Peace.
Yeah, I'm in every music app.
I love it.
A Healing Peace or Kimir Baker. We're there. Find me. As you can tell, I like to talk.
That's a good thing.
Listen to the podcast.
Yes.
As I said before, we have I interview counselors, life coaches.
Good thing for them to come on.
Yeah. And so it's interesting being on the opposite end.
Getting interviewed. Yes, I say that a lot when people interview me. Well, you guys, we only have a couple of minutes before the show is over. Is there anyone that you want to shout out to? Say Happy New Year's to. This is the first show of the year, you guys. We started on a bang.
Yeah. Well, I always like to spoil my mom because I love her. So she's always my shout out.
Hey, Mom.
She was so excited. She was like, "Oh, you made me cry."
Oh my God. I love it.
So we can do it again 2020.
Yes. Hi, Mom. What's your mom's name?
Jackie.
Hi, Miss Jackie. This is Southern Bell Radio, DWI Radio. Hey, she got the whole team speaking to her, so she gonna have a great year. Yes, she is amazing. Thank you so much for sharing the world. That's real. So you guys, we have Kimir Baker. My final words for the first show of 2020 is basically just going in a little deep to go and follow your dreams. Don't let anybody get you off course. Don't let anybody steer you in the wrong direction to where they are. If they're in a place that they don't need to be, watch your circle. Guys, it's very important, and always turn those ears off to the negativity.
Yep.
It's so powerful in 2020 because it's been said that this is going to be this year, this is going to be that year. We don't want it to just be a year.
Right. I
think so many people get caught up in, I'm going to do this in 2020. But what about 2021?
Yeah.
2022.
Exactly.
2023.
Exactly.
You going to stop it in New Year's?
Right.
So, you guys, think of a way of changing up lifestyle for the rest of your life instead of just for 1 year. Because at the end of the day, this year has 365 days, and guess what? It's gone.
Right. And this is going fast.
Yes. So go get your blessings, you guys. As we started the show, we're gonna end the show with a great song featuring Drake. Girls Need Love Too, because this is something that everybody needs. Everybody don't claim it, and everybody acts as if they're so tough without it. But it's precious.
Yep.
Love is precious. There's nothing wrong with it. I love this song. We're gonna end the day with this. Y'all enjoy y'all Saturday evening. I'm gonna enjoy it. We'll see y'all next Saturday. This your girl Keisha Simone, Southern Bell Radio, DFWIRadio.com. Thank you, Camille.